Guys, I don't know a different type of pain that can be compared to this. I don't know how else heartbreak could sound like or what it might look like than this. Have you been in a situation that you are in a country that is not yours and you went to look for an apartment or a place to stay and you are being rejected? You are being told that you are not allowed.
Yeah, my dear sister, I came across your video and I just want to respond to you by saying, you are not alone, my dear. You are not alone going through these difficulties in someone's country, okay? Um, a lot of Nigerian people are living outside and a lot of Ghanaians are living outside. And if you can do your investigation very well, they can tell you that this situation that you are going through is everywhere. But the question is, what are the major problem causing this problem into our daily life as a foreigner is going into somebody's country? Okay. Let me give you a typical example. Okay. Um, I was living in Italy before, and if you can ask your people or those people you know who are living in Italy, or you can go online and see how Italians are behaving towards foreigners concerning apartment and rooms for renting. Okay, in Italy, I can tell you that it got to a time, and even is still there. It's very difficult for an Italian to rent an apartment to African. Okay, because we the Africans, we do a lot of stuffs. We don't maintain house, we don't clean house, we don't do anything. So when these people got to know that this is what we have been doing to their apartment, okay, they decide not to give the apartment to us. Moreover, there were a lot of people who got Italian passports, so they decided to leave the country to UK. So these people decided not to pay apartment, not to pay their rent for so many months, for years. Okay. So this is the issue. Not only in Ghana, even in Europe, we face those problems. Okay. Where I live right now, it's not easy for a foreigner as a single person to get an apartment. Okay. Unless you have a family, you have children, so that the social, okay, they will give you apartment because of children. But if you are a single man or if you are a single woman, it's not easy to get an apartment in where I am, for example, Germany. Okay, so mind here, let's come back to why these things are going on in Ghana. You know, some of you guys, let me say, a lot of people um, are in Ghana for business, all kinds of business. You know, all kinds of business. I mean, the guys are doing their business, and the boys are doing business, and the girls are doing their business. Not everyone, okay, but most of them. So, let me come to the boys. Some of the guys, when they rent an apartment in Ghana, what they do is they bring their people and doing Yahoo, doing all kinds of stuffs, okay, inside the room. They don't take care of the house. They'll be shouting. They think they can do whatever they want, okay. And moreover, when we come to the ladies, Ghanaians have a perception that you people, when you come to Ghana, the only job you people are coming to do is Olosho, which is Ashawo. Okay. So when you go to rent an apartment, the owner of the house, maybe is a man, will not take a decision to go and tell you to come and live in that apartment. Okay, they will go and ask their wife first, because we respect our women very well. So since our women have this perception that you people come to Ghana for Olosho or Ashawo things, this woman will be afraid that when you come and live in that apartment, in the same house with them, the possibility of you going out with that man is high. And moreover, um, those house or those apartments in that house has been given to family people. Okay, so all these women in that family house have a perception and fear that maybe you people will be going out with this thing. So it's a whole lot of story. Okay, so I think the best thing you people should do is not to blame Ghana. Don't blame Ghana. Blame on your behavior. Okay, blame on your behavior. Let me give you a typical example. When I was in Italy, I rented a house which is 3 bedrooms, and I have one. I give one to my Ghanaian friend with the girlfriend inside that room, and the other room I gave it to Nigerian. And this Nigerian was doing business in that room. Okay, they don't do this thing at daytime. They sleep, and night they do business, because night is when they go outside and do business. When you tell them anything, they don't listen. So it got to a point we need the house owner decided to throw us out because of this shouting and all these kind of disturbances. Okay, so I think it's about time we sit down and look at where the problem is so that we can solve. Do not blame with all the Ghanaians. You people also should look at your behavior that you are behaving in that country. Okay, so that we can solve this problem. Okay, let me give you another example. Recently, a friend told me that there was an apartment in Kaswa, and this apartment they gave it to one guy. After he signed a contract and paid the money, the next day he didn't tell the owner that he's coming to live with other guy. And the next days, a couple of days, he brought in one guy, and the house owner said, "Why? You told me you are the only person coming to live this in this room. Why are you two now?" So this guy decided to tell them to leave. Okay, so this is what the guy did. He started doing all kinds of things inside that house. Doing He doesn't clean, he doesn't wash, he doesn't do anything, and he destroyed the apartment. And later, before he left that apartment, he brought in another 5 people or 10 people to live in that apartment, which is very bad, my dear. So nobody will like this. Okay, so look at the examples that I gave you. So, and you people should sit down and do corrections. Don't make it look as if the Ghanaians doesn't like you. We are all facing this problem in foreign land. Okay, it's not only in Ghana. Okay, it's because of our behavior and our life. Okay, we are still going through. You can ask your friends in Europe, you can ask your friends in everywhere, in the UK, in the America, and they will tell you what is going on. We are facing challenges wherever we go because of our behavior. So Ghanaians, don't hate you. Don't make it look as if we hate Nigerians. We don't hate Nigerians, but do the right thing. They said, when you go to Rome, do what Romans do. But this is what we don't do. Thank you, my sister.